All right. What's up, Clashers? This is the D with MRder Inc. So we did manage to pull this one down. It was kind of an ugly one, but there were definitely some bright spots. I'm gonna slide over here. Ooh, don't look at those top three. Don't look at that. But we're gonna slide on down a little bit, and we are gonna watch Trent hit up 6. He did it again. Gonna see what he does to Jaja. Yeah, we'll go with that. Whatever. Here he comes. So he's bringing those witches with the golems again into this open base down here. Does a similar strategy, but I want you to watch here. He comes in, he brings in those 2 hogs to come in and target. But see, he drops his witches a little too early. They start getting targeted. They get hit a little bit here and there. You just got to be careful. Those are the kind of things when you're planning, you got to think about when and where can I drop my. You don't just randomly drop these troops, guys. You got to think about where they're going to go and what's going to happen when they go there. But he recovers anyway, and here you see it. There's the queen on the outside getting beat up. This drag finally goes down, and there it is. They're going to keep moving their way up through the base, working up the golems and the heroes, protecting. There's the jump to bring them to the core, and here he is. He ain't like this time. He's sending in those hogs. He's going to get that one in the middle, and then a little 2-finger drop action there on the outside. Then a nice heal to keep them up. Heal on each side, protects them from the bombs. You know, that was pretty good. I'm not certain that this was even a cleanup attack. So if it wasn't, good job thinking that through and identifying those possible bomb locations. And after that, it's just cleanup. So we're going to speed on through. Here we go. All right. And that one's done. Good job, Trent. For the next one, we are going to slide one more down, and we're going to check out what Johan does at 7. We had this was like the 3rd attack on this base. Johan played it nicely, so we know there are bombs in the top left and the bottom right. So he's going to send a single hog in, knock out one of those bombs. There's double bombs in both those sections. I would like to see him send the one and then send 3 more hogs, because I think he could have gotten that second bomb if he had done that, because that's a really low-level archer tower, but whatever. It's still a winner. So he drops some giants down to help distract, just fine. A lot of troop space. I've been seeing this a lot, dropping that poison there. I don't know that you're getting enough value just taking out some archers. I think you get more value out of it if you save it for the skeleton traps. Now, if you know that they don't have ground skeleton traps, okay, go ahead and drop it on it. But if not, I mean, you're going to get those, especially if you're bringing witches, you're going to get those archers pretty easily. So no need to waste it. He drops that jump down, gets the king over there. He takes out the queen, no problem. Sends the hogs in while there's still plenty of tanking going on for him. Here you go. He got that heal down to save from that second bomb. And you'll like this. So he's got this group on the left side that's getting tore up, but he knows there's another bomb down here. He knows it. So he's going to hold on to that heal and then drop it for him. Keep those hogs alive. Any point in time he could have dropped them over there and he'd have lost this entire wad of hogs, or maybe all of them, and that might have cost him the 3-star. But as you notice, his CC, his kill squad is still up and running, and that combined with all these hogs is done. It's just clean up here. Finally, that king gets taken out, and it is over. Speed it up. Boom, boom, boom. All right, good job, Johan. We needed that one because it was tied at the end, and they had an attack left. We needed those 2 stars. If they had made their final attacks, they could have easily picked up some stars down on one of our Town Hall 8s. Moving on down, we are going to check out Kinger, taking out 10. Here we go. Kinger's been doing really well. Let's see what we got here. See how he does this. So at Clan Castle's way out there, very silly. He elected to go with the 3 hogs. I like it. He didn't waste. He didn't send 4. He sent 3. Not too much. Made sure he got that mortar. In that case, you either send 1 where you send that. I will say this, with that clan cast on the outside, you probably could have just dropped a barb, and there's some pretty good value in that. But there was a reason for it. He knew that's where he was going with his CC, so he dropped them there. And if that mortar was there, those witches are dead. So that was actually a very good move to make sure that went down. However, I will say this. I'd have rather had the CC down here, because then you could have gotten double duty out of them. You could have taken out the king as well as the CC with those same troops. But it doesn't matter. He wins anyway. We're going to watch him tear through this. Gives a little bit of time, gets a lot of value out of it. Look at all those defenses that those heals are covering. So he's getting tons of value. The hogs are staying in the heals while they beat up all those buildings. And that's part of how you identify where you're going to drop your heals, guys, is just where are all the buildings at. If you don't know where the bombs are going to be, he does manage to save himself from a bomb there, which is really good. But he's got a nice wad of hogs left here. No chance that little bit of DPS is going to take them out. And look at that. All the witches, the wizards, they're there cleaning up. That whole base is wrecked already, and the hogs haven't even finished killing defenses. So we're going to speed up because it's all clean up from here on out. And you look at that again. You let that kill squad die, and the raid is over. You might not win, even though you clear the whole base, every defense. That kill squad isn't there for cleanup. You're in trouble. We're going to slide down to 11. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Dirty Skeet, talking about straight Duuuuuuval. Let's go ahead and hit the replay on here. Let's see what Dirty Skeet does. Have a little bit of a pause here. Where's he at? There he is. And he sends a bunch in. Now that looked like overkill, but this was a cleanup. So he knew that there was a bomb in there. So he knew that Tesla was there. So he had to make sure he got him in there and got him killed. Mike could have went with one less, but there was a lot of DPS in there, so he had to make sure it happened. Let's see here. So he drops his barb up there, little anchor action, gets the witches going, and might have gotten a little bit close there, but it all worked out. And there you go. Maybe a couple too many wizards, I'd say there. Usually you can get it with 3 or 4, but hey, you killed it. They stayed alive. And look at that. He went to the side with the king, and you see this. The king is done. Never even touches a hog. And that's a big deal, guys. Saving your hogs that way. And this is crazy. The way these hogs path, they just go around the whole base. They never touch the core. And the great thing about that is all that stuff in the core, never going to hurt a hog. Couldn't kill a hog with that stuff. I mean, obviously air defenses, but those mortars are worthless against hogs. But really knew the base. Obviously it was a cleanup, but he placed those heals in the spots that were going to keep his hogs up. Had a nice little go around the base here. Oh yeah, that last heal, it's done. Ain't nothing that can stop them. Again, those mortars do nothing to hogs. They do wreck witches. And you can see his witches going down out there, but at this point, the base is already wrecked, so it's not a big deal. And he's still got his king down there. He's still got one witch rolling around, and it's just enough. We're going to speed up. Here we go. There you have it, guys. There you have it, guys. So... another win, much better than a draw. I will say that. It was an ugly one, but a win's a win in my book, and I'll take it. So, good job, MRder Inc. Keep it up. And as always, keep going for 3 stars.